All right, here we go. Chapter 6-2, page 401. Undivided attention now. Section 6-2, law of cosines. Law of cosines is very similar to law of sines. Law of cosines says a squared equals b squared plus c squared minus 2bc cosine of a. You have one for b squared, you also have one for c squared. In addition to that, you also can take on page 401, if everybody's on page 401 like you should be, you will see three other formulas. Those three other formulas are for angle A, angle B, and angle C. Page 401. Now, you don't have to memorize the angle ones, all right? If you can derive it straight from using this. If I solve this thing for the cosine of A, how do I get rid of b squared and c squared? Sorry? Subtract them. So I have a squared minus b squared minus c squared is equal to negative 2bc times the cosine of A. Yes? How do I get rid of the negative 2bc? Sorry? Divide by it. So I have a squared minus b squared minus c squared divided by negative 2bc is going to be equal to the cosine of A. Yes? How do I get rid of the cosine? The arc cosine, which is going to be the cosine inverse of this jump, is going to equal angle A. Do we see that, yes or no? Now explain to me why my formula looks different than their formula in the textbook on page 401. Well, this is solved for A also. They have the cosine of A is equal to b squared plus c squared minus a squared all over 2bc. I'm dividing by negative 2bc. Can I put the negative on top and distribute that negative to all three of those terms? It's totally legit, and that's exactly what they did. I'm not going to cause myself more work. I'm okay with having negative 2bc down at the bottom. If you're not okay with it, then you can simply go ahead and put the negative up top to make that negative a squared positive b squared positive c squared. Do we all understand that? They are equivalent. Now, you can do that for angle B and angle C. Do we all get that, yes or no? Okay, this is a very easy concept today to simply plug and chug. You know, as somebody told me in third grade, plug and chug, anybody can do that. Right? Heron's formula for law of cosines is used for side, 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 and side angle, side cases. Given a triangle with A, B, and C, the area is equal to the square root of side times side minus A times side minus B times side minus C. Now, this is on page 404, blue box, page 404. On page 404 in the blue boxes, you're going to see different areas for triangles. An oblique triangle, you're going to use the Heron's formula for the law of sines. And then there's also the Heron's formula right here that you're going to use for the law of cosines. S.
See, I'm not the only one.
Okay, everyone has that copy, so let's go ahead and start. You all need your calculators. Tonight's homework is this, for A, 1 through 12 all. That's the law of cosines, and then 19 through 24 is Heron's formula. Because for pre-calc, I really am trying to make you guys understand that the majority of my classes that I have in pre-calc are seniors.
15.
Will learn how to use the calculators. Okay, all.
What's that negative 1?
Okay, here we go. Number one.
Ugh.
You gotta harness my education bag in it, it's not here.
Are we ready? 5/3. 5/3.
Beautiful girl in the back. Would you please hurry up?
Really, boy? What's 5 cubed? Okay. For later.
Number 1.
Wait, we put the.
What's the, wait, go back to that other one real quick. I just got it.
I
Where?
don't know.
5-2, because I'm pretty sure that's
6-2. Free count.
Where?
Okay. Directions say, use the law of cosines to solve the triangle. When it says to solve the triangle, they're looking for angle A, B, C side, A side, B side, C. They have given you side A, B, and C, correct? All we have to do is plug and chug into the formula. So the formula we're going to use is going to be A squared is equal to B squared plus C squared minus 2BC times the cosine of A.
No, the alphabet. I learned it in kindergarten.
And what? Now we're going to apply the alphabet here. We're putting values for the alphabet in. So you're going to have 6 squared is equal to 8 squared plus 12 squared minus 2 times 8 times 12 times the cosine of A.
Hey, can I ask a question?
Oh.
So what we use the alternative form for if we're not using that?
You can use the alternative one, but my brain has memorized that, and there's no reason to remember anything else. You're more than welcome to memorize any of them. I don't care what you do.
That one's easier.
I am. That's very crap to do.
Okay, Matthew would like to use, we'll use the other formula next.
Oh, I say Matthew. I think Matthew. I don't know.
What the heck?
I do. You're saying this one looks easier than the cosine
Like,
of
you're
A.
easier to read
It says directions.
We're dumb.
It doesn't matter which formula you use, you will get the same answer every time. Okay, 6 squared is 36, is equal to 64, plus 144, minus, this is going,
192.
what was it?
192.
You rock, cosine of A. $64 plus 144, what is that? 208.
So we're going to use plugging and chugging.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
That was really.
Subtract 208.
What is sneeze?
No, you're.
Good.
Dude, that's attached to the cosine of A.
That's stupid.
Please excuse my hearing. Sally says you must get rid of addition subtraction first before you do the other jump.
Sally, because jump off the cliff.
Well, Hallie's already dead. Jumped off the cliff by somebody else. So what is 36 minus 208? Negative 172 is equal to negative 192 times the cosine of A.
Oh,
See? Obviously he's attracted me because he just made the same exact noise.
What do I do? Divide by negative 192. So I have positive 172 over 192 is equal to the cosine of A. I don't care what that is. Yes, I know it reduces, but who cares? I'm going to plug in my calculator, right?
And he just did it too.
So now what? Arc cosine. So I have the arc cosine of 172 over 192 is equal to angle A. So what do I want you to do?
Plug it into your calculator.
Go over to your calculator.
Get a decimal.
And you need a new document. You want a calculator page? Go to your battery. Make sure in your battery that you're setting there for degree for your angle. You want degree.
Angle DEG.
So trig, cosine inverse of 172 over
I'd rather do this.
192
Recalculate.
and hit enter. So my angle A, is how many degrees?
26.
26.4 degrees.
I'm doing
Right?
pretty good.
Yeah, 40 trees later.
Well, you have to find all the angles.
So that was 26.4 degrees is equal to angle A.
Hey there, Speedy. One like a fourth step.
Now, you have to do this one more time because you have to find the other angle. Once you do this one more time to find the other angle, then I can just take 180 minus your two angles.
Now I have a question.
Free of all.
How did you figure out what formula you needed to use in the beginning?
Now, we are going to use the other formula this time, so that you understand it does not matter which formula you use.
Why?
I would like everyone's undivided attention now. When you are given all three sides, it does not matter which formula you use. You can use A, B, C squared, standard form, or you can use the alternative form. The alternative form is going to help you find the angles. The angles are what we're missing. Now, many of you are going to get in a habit, just like I am, that you have a tendency to use the same formula over and over and over again because it's the one that you've written down 10 times and it's stuck in your head. You with me? I'm going to use the next one, which is going to be the cosine of B formula to find angle B. Cosine of B is equal to what? The formula says A squared plus C squared minus B squared all over
Now, why are we doing
2AC.
the alternative?
Because I'm showing you it doesn't matter which one you use. Okay? Matt was saying that this formula that we did previously looked a lot easier than this one. It doesn't matter. Okay? It's still going to work out. So, the cosine of B is going to be equal to 6 squared plus 12 squared minus 8 squared all over 2 times 6 times 12. Now, watch. Pay attention. How do I get rid of this cosine? So angle B is equal to the cosine inverse of this jump. So I'm going to come over here. And I'm going to type that in. So I'm going to do trig, cosine inverse. I'm going to do my division key. 6 squared plus 12 squared minus 8 squared. Arrow down. 2 times 6 times 12. Enter. A lot less work, right? A lot less work. I didn't do any calculations, did I? I let my calculator do the calculations for me. Do we all understand that? I'm totally okay with that. So I come back over here and I say that that's going to be 36.33, right? 36.3. Now how do I find my last angle? I'm going to take 180 minus, that was 26.4, minus 36.3. And I'm going to have 117.3. Do we all understand that? What's that, 30?
36.3.
And then angle C, 117.3. And we all understand how we got that. Do I care which formula you use? No, I don't care. Now, I want to show you the next one here. Which formula am I going to be forced to use on this?
You gotta use.
I have to find C. Well, if we're finding C, I have to know what here? Do I have A and B? And do I have the cosine of C? I am forced to use this formula first. C squared is equal to A squared plus B squared minus 2AB times the cosine of C. I have to use that formula first. I have to. Do y'all understand that? Are we all good on that? Because of the information they gave me, I am forced to use this problem, this formula first. So I plug in. 6 squared is going to be equal to 10 squared plus 7 squared minus 2 times 7 times 10 times the cosine of 108. But what is C? How do I find this? I'm solving for C, but I have C squared right now. I need to take the square root. So I have the square root of all of that jump. 10 squared plus 7 squared minus 2 times 7 times 10 times the cosine of 108. What are you at right now?
What?
Where's this guy right now?
Foreman?
Who?
Yep.
Is he okay with this?
Yeah.
Okay. So now go ahead and just plug that into your calculator. So if you plug that into your calculator, I have the square root of 10 squared plus 7 squared minus 2 times 7 times 10 times the cosine. Let's see.
1%.
Times the cosine of 108.
Where'd you get one away from?
That's angle C. And hit enter. So what is side C? 13.9, right? So now I know that that's 13.9. So now does it matter what formula I use? No, because I have all three of my sides. So I need to find one of my other angles. So how do I find my other angles? You can use the alternate form, or you can use the other standard form. Does it matter?
No, standard was up.
My alternate is how you look at it.
Alternate would probably be faster because we're looking for angle B. Okay? But I'm going to be really lazy here. And I would say, okay, I'm going to do angle B is equal to the cosine inverse of that jump right away. I'm going to save myself a step.
How do you look at it now? Which one's gonna be?
Well, what am I
So
missing?
this is gonna.
Or you could do A too.
You can find angle A or you can find angle B. I just looked up here and I said, well, I'm going to have to find angle B. Okay?
Whatever you're trying to find, use the cosine of that.
Yep.
Wait. What thing did that come from?
Angle B,
Oh, alternate or standard?
alternate.
So cosine B equals that one. So then you just.
So if I have the cosine of B, how do I get rid of the cosine? Take the cosine inverse, right? So the cosine inverse is going to be equal to A squared, so that's going to be 10 squared, plus C squared, which is going to be 13.9 squared. Notice how I put that in parentheses? Minus B squared, which is going to be 7 squared, all over 2 times 7 times 7 is A, 10 is C. AC.
Well, you don't, I can't read your mind.
Minus 7 squared.
You wrote with it.
It says undefined.
Hold down Control
I
and
got 28.
no, the Alt and the tab. at the same time.
Alt and tab.
The Alt and the tab. There we go. Hold on.
What is called?
Not you, me.
Okay, so that's going to be. Can you? Yeah, minimize that. Use the mouse and minimize this down a little bit.
I can't find it.
Over me. Okay, done. There, that's enough. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do trig cosine inverse. I have lovely little double parentheses, 10 squared, plus 13.9 squared, minus 7 squared, all over 2 times 10 times 13.9. Should be okay. I should probably make sure I can find and hit enter, and that's going to give you 28.5. Everybody get that? So now how do I find the other angle? 180 minus the 108, which is angle C, minus the 28.5. And that's my last angle, which is 43.5. Are we all good on that now? Feel like we understand the law of cosine?
I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but I might do
Are you in radian mode or degree mode?
I'm in degree. Oh, I'm not sure.
Okay. All right, the last thing we need to worry about is the last section of the homework, which is going to be 19 through 24. It says use Heron's formula to find the area of a triangle. If I'm looking at number 19, number 19 says A is 5, B is 8, and C is 10. 19. According to the formula, it says, given a new triangle with sides of length A, B, and C, and area of the triangle is given by. Area is equal to the square root of S times S minus A, S minus B, S minus C. That's the area. It said they were S's.
So how many of them all were?
They're all S. Now, in order for me to use this formula, what do I have to find? I have to find my sine, which is S. So sine S is going to be equal to A plus B plus C divided by 2. So I plug in what I know. What's A? 5 plus 8 plus 10 divided by 2. Well, 15 plus 8 gives me 15 plus 8 gives me 13 plus 10 gives me, I'm sorry, 15 plus, what are we thinking? 15 plus 8 gives you 23. What were you doing? You were adding from left to right, and I was adding other way. Sorry. This is my side. That's S.
What's the dust?
Doesn't matter.
That's all we had to do.
That's S. Now I need to plug everything in into my formula. Okay? So now I'm going to find my area, which is going to be equal to 23 over 2 times 23 over 2 minus
Oh,
5
Jesus.
times 23 over 2 minus 8 times 23 over 2 minus 10. The decimal would be much easier. Okay? When you plug it in, what do you get? All time.
I can convert someone into a decimal.
The easiest way for you to do this is to literally
Why you do it like that?
get that answer. 23 divided by 2, hit the decimal.
Okay.
Gives you the 11.5.
When you plug it in like that, though, it don't let you.
Square root of 11.5, parentheses, 11.5, what was it? Minus 5?
Yeah.
I get
Parentheses,
it right, but it's only.
11.5 minus 8. Bear to the right, 11.5 minus 10. Let's see.
19.81.
To give you that. To give you the 19.81. That is the area.
Now what, does that mean? Now, are you trying to find just that, or you got?
Square units. No? It's just ask for the area. You don't need to find the angle. Just ask for the area.
Can you put units to square?
Square units. We don't know what the units are. Square.
Yeah.
Whatever. Trish has the same thing yesterday. We all understand that. Okay? This section's not difficult.
You left section, I just need that.
Any other questions? Are we good? Okay? I'm done.